Good afternoon, and you're tuned into the Line of Scrimmage on the NFL Network. I'm your host, Candace, and in studio today we have a special guest. We have here with us wide receiver Odell Beckham Jr., formerly of the New York Giants, now of the Cleveland Browns, three-time Pro Bowler, fastest wide receiver to attain 5,000 receiving yards. How are you doing today?
Well, first things first, thank you for inviting me. Thank you for having me on this show. I feel good. Thank you. Like I said, just thank you for the opportunity for being on this show.
So, we all know now you were traded to the Browns in exchange for Jabril Peppers and Kevin Zettler. Give me your take on being traded.
Well, at this point, I have no idea what to think. Right now. I'm just ready to play. So I'm happy to be. Hey, first things, I'm happy to be with my brother, Jarvis. Me and him, I've always said I wanted to play one when the time was right, and I guess now Cleveland thought it was the right time, and playing with a young quarterback in Baker Mayfield. So I'm just processing it all, and I'm just ready to play football.
So, the first time you heard about the trade or the negotiations, let's say that, what was your immediate reaction?
So my immediate reaction, I was hurt only because I love the city of New York. I really thought my career would end there. As much as the naysayers say about me in the locker room, I love the team. I love playing for them. There was nothing but a bunch of great guys in that locker room. So for the organization to trade me, I was hurt at the time, but now I realize football is a business. So sometimes business comes before the family aspect of it.
Okay. Okay. So let's look back just a moment, just a few months ago. This past summer 2018, you received a 5-year extension to your contract.
Yeah.
It was 95 million with 65 million guaranteed. You became the highest paid wide receiver in the NFL. Um, so, with all of that being said, a few months ago they were extending it, guaranteeing. Did you feel blindsided or maybe a little bit disrespected by the trade after such an enormous bonus and extension?
Well, I was blindsided. I wasn't disrespected at all. I guess they just wanted to go in a new direction. Pat Shermer, they had different plans over in the organization in New York. Like I said, I was grateful for the opportunity, so I just got to be ready to play for a new team, new organization, new head coach, and a bunch of great guys.
Okay. Um, so, do you keep in contact with any of your former teammates?
Oh yeah, Sterling Shepard. That's my guy. Me and him, ever since that picture of us on the yacht, I know it's been circling around. Me and him, we stayed in contact. He's like my little brother to me. Saquon, love that guy. He was one of my best gym partners that season. So I keep in contact with a lot of guys, even the guys who got traded during the season or who even left the organization. Those guys will always be my brothers.
So this year, Saquon had an amazing year. How did it feel to play with him and witnessing up close um, the victories that he had throughout the season?
Uh, I was impressed. This is a young dude who's balling, who had what 1,000 yards in total,
Hmm.
regardless. I was impressed. Like the things he do is a freak of nature, and that's something like I was really glad he was just on our team. This kid could play ball. He's gonna be scary for years to come.
Okay. Um, so you kind of touched on what the naysayers say about the locker room and et cetera, et cetera. Um, it was reported that you had several tantrums or episodes after games and during games. Um, do you feel like the Giants organization judged you based on your emotions during games?
The organization as a whole, they didn't judge me. They kind of more so consoled me because they understand how passionate I was for the game and how I loved to play. I think it was more so the outside attention, the media blowing it up for what it is. Granted, with some of my actions immature, yeah, but that's out of the love for the game and how bad I wanted to win. So when things didn't go the way, yeah, I act a certain way. But all I can say is from those actions, I have matured. So I learned how to handle it more now and going on to further with the Cleveland Browns.
So, do you think that those actions, those outbursts, tantrums, whatever you want to call them, do you think that they influenced the trade in any aspect?
Uh, I don't think they influenced majority of the trade. I think they did have small things to do with it, just as far as like how the relationship went with me and Pat Shermer. Coach Pat, he always kind of didn't let me be who I was as a person. He more so wanted a military man, a guy who was going to just fall in line. And I get his style of play. I get that he's all about structure, but sometimes passion does take over, which meant there was going to be outbursts. And I guess that's just something he didn't want. He didn't want to tolerate on his team, and I fully understand where he was going with it.
Okay. So you kind of mentioned playing with your brother again. Um, for those that don't know, he and Jarvis Landry played at LSU.
Yeah.
Um, so I see the smile on your face. I kind of think I already know the answer, but so how do you feel about reuniting with your college teammate, your brother?
Oh man, it's love. It's all love. Going into the draft, we always talked about how fun it would be to play for each other, play with each other again. And we always thought when free agency came one year, we was just gonna talk about it and talk it out. And during his time, that he gets traded to Cleveland. At the same time, people talking about me getting traded that year, and then I get offered the extension. And now I'm just enjoying it. And then on top of that, for me to go there with them, especially what they're gonna do there, it's gonna be fun. Look out for us this year. We're gonna be having fun.
So I hear the excitement in your voice. So we got Jarvis, we've got you as the addition to the team. Um, and let's talk about rookie quarterback Baker Mayfield. They had a 7-8-1 season last year. How do you feel about playing with a rookie quarterback after playing with Eli for so many years?
It's gonna be different. Definitely the IQ is gonna be different. There's certain things that Eli knows that Baker doesn't, but that's things he's gonna have to learn as his career progresses and how he falls in line. One thing I will say, because of him, there was a lot of improvement in that locker room. You can tell, especially with the culture and how he plays. He has that certain swag about him that just makes you want to play for him. And it's something that I would be interested in doing. Like someone with that type of passion, that energy, is definitely a guy that you want to play for.
Okay, so speaking of passion and energy, what are you bringing? Um, what kind of energy and passion do you see you bringing to the Browns organization?
I'm bringing a winning spirit, a winning attitude. That's all. That's all I want to do is win. My goal here is to win a championship. And if I could bring it I couldn't bring it to the city of New York, unfortunately. But if I could bring it to the city of Cleveland, that'd be so much love, and it'd be so much just for not only me, but to do it alongside
Excuse me.
Jarvis, Baker, Nick, all those great players on the offensive side. It would be fun. Also, I'm gonna bring a little bit of swag, a little IQ. We're gonna bring some OBJ football.
Okay. Um, what's your off season looking like this year?
Right now, going on vacation with my family. After that, we getting right back to it. Me, Baker, and Jarvis, we're gonna get a couple workouts in so I can develop the chemistry early, because that's really what it's about with quarterbacks and receivers. So once we get the chemistry together and timing, you can see us every Sunday just having fun. So it's gonna be vacation and then right in the lab.
Okay, so chemistry, we got that. Hard work, dedication, we got that. With all things said and done, what do you see the Browns doing this year?
Playoffs. We got that's the only goal right now is playoffs. They were just this close last season, and that's without me. And I think I might be just what they need is an extra addition to the team, another big home run hitter to help them take them to the top. Right now, the way that division is looking, a lot of people have left. Cleveland's just stocked up on a lot of shotgun ammo, and we looking to fire.
um, day one after trades, or day one at the Browns organization, who met you?
First person who I met, it was Kareem Hunt. because, he had the allegations and Cleveland wanted to believe in him and they signed him. After that is Baker. And then right after that, I go right to the GM's office and we just hashed out, talk. One thing that Glenn Dorsey told me is play my brand of football and we're going to win games. He said, understand this is a business, but also be yourself. So I think that's what made me more happy is the fact that he automatically knows who I am as a person and my personality. And he said that's not more so a bad thing, that's energy to the team, and that's something that could definitely help them out.
Okay. So, what personal goals do you have for yourself now that you were the fastest wide receiver to make it to 5,000 yards? What's next?
So far, the only goal I have is to win the championship. All those accolades, they really don't matter. Like, they're a great thing to have, but if I don't have a ring, I feel like my season was a waste and it was for nothing. That's really what I want to do at the end of the day. I just want to win championships.
Okay. So, it is March Madness. So, I would like to hear your take on your Elite Eight picks.
Oh, LSU all the way. No, that's
Who else? It's
there's
eight of
no
them.
nope. It don't matter. That's home. LSU all the way.
So,
That's home. Duke
all
is
the
a
way.
pretty good squad, but they're not beating us.
Okay. Okay. So we're almost done, ladies and gentlemen, but we are going to go to the very last second. So we're going to ask some questions, some more questions. Let's just say Cleveland Browns, you guys win the division,
Okay.
win the championship.
All right.
What's left for Odell after the NFL?
Fashion. I've always been a big person for fashion. My pregame outfits are always nice. Me and Nike are going to be working on some things as far as like even on-field apparel. If you haven't noticed, I have like my own cleats that say OBJ in them. Working on some lot of football gloves, but just off the field fashion in general. I do have like a signature style that I like, and I was hoping people could see it.
Okay, excuse me. Okay. No broadcasting?
Nah,
There's always space for you here at the NFL Network.
thank you, much appreciated. But fashion, that's my passion.
And no stint on Dancing with the Stars?
I knew it was coming. I knew it was coming. If they give me a call, I'll consider it. But until I achieve everything I want to achieve in the football world, I'm gonna just leave that one in the past for right now. Leave that further down the line in the future.
So, okay. All honesty here. Who's the better dancer, you or Emmitt Smith?
Me. Emmett can't touch me.
You sure Emmitt can't
Emmett
touch
can't
you?
touch me. Emmett can't touch me. Me.
You.
Yeah.
So it comes down to it. Emmitt's gonna take the L.
He's gonna lose.
He's gonna lose.
Great dancer, but he's not Mr. OBJ.
Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to wrap this up. Odell, thank you so much. It was a pleasure having you.
Thanks for having me.
Anytime you want to come back, make sure you give me a call and I will get you on here ASAP. To you guys out there, we cannot wait till next week for you guys to tune back in. We have some more surprise guests coming in the studio with us. I guess we will see if Odell's bracket is going to be LSU all the way.
Yeah.
Or not. And 'cause I honestly think Oregon's going to give y'all a run for y'all money.
Okay.
So, yes, tune in next week. I'm your host, Candace Leach, and thank you for tuning in to the Line of Scrimmage.